Hello, everyone! I mean the Jelly Donut of Please Remember Everything, and welcome back to the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Last time, we interrogated Knuckles about what he was doing before the murder, and learned that he was really just playing an arcade game with his friends. Seems some of us are more dedicated to the bit than others. This time, we head to the next car and hopefully gather more clues about what was happening before Sonic's murder. And hopefully figure out whether or not he was actually murdered, because that's the thing. Ian! Coming! Okay, this is the same thing. Ready to mosey on down to the next car? You got it, partner. Onward! Hello, Chow! It's this thing either. Oh my god, I wanted the avatars, oh my god! Oh, this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's... For journalist reporter, her Amy Rose is hot on the scoop! I'm heading... Yeah, you've been fabulously helpful. Alrighty! Before you go, Espionage, I want to give you presents! My presents? You're both too sweet, thank you! Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are! You wanna join us? Flattered, but at this place you sunk some murder will never get found. Oh, she's confident. She must have something to do with her to leave. This tip's too juicy to ignore. I'll see you around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick! But how are you gonna leave? Leave. The door to this car is locked. Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? The birthday girl has the master key. Right. Birthday girl gets birthday key. Of course, it's a birthday privilege. I'll sell this key for anyone else. Bye! Amy may be hasty, but is she thorough? What are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say? I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, just making sure things are going well. Things aren't going great. Not sure if you've forgotten, but there was a murder. Well, I mean, besides that. Besides murder? My social skills are non-existent. Same! I'm Vector, the butcher. I'm last to handle raw meat. I'm gonna leave that there. And I'm Espio the poet. Poetry, a resonant message from poet to reader. We're meant to challenge our delicate perspectives on with the most rhythmic of prose. May I hear some? Sure! Teardrops in spring, can you hear me sing? Oh, child, look good! La la la, dee dee dee. Tell the space could you be a reaction picture? Was that it? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Ian is here to establish both your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car? Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained to Amy, actually. We were all set off. Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through the Lie-Brary car. But Amy told me and Espio to stay. I promptly picked the luck off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Fetcher got bored, so he left to see what Nugs was up to in the saloon car. Yep. Where was Rouge? What happened to the lip? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup at the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. Here. She left back to the casino. In the car before Shadow. That. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. I wonder what she found. She obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Shadow walked the library car to the saloon car, where Knuckles and I are playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling night. The action I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the car to the casino car again, locking the door behind him. He then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized that Knuckles had locked the door to the saloon car when we were stuck in the library car. That's when the train set up. We were about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through alright. We sat trapped until Amy arrived asking us questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. There's like doors. So like you couldn't have left the library car or saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We will return with any questions. If you return without any, I'll chop it for you. And if you would like to be serenaded with a poem, I've got you covered too. Thanks, guys! The alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true. Tall task, but we can do it! Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. A chow hanging precariously from a T-Ranch. The large text below says, "Hang in there." Oh, I really need to see this. Oh, this little chow's hanging there, refusing to fly because he's choosing the hard way. Choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this little chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then so can I. There's no way that much thought was put in this poster. Right? There. Oh, brochures! Their travel destinations idea, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Ian, look at this! There's like a little maps here. This seems to be a map of the library card. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. Love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Library map added to your inventory. Should we take the brochure about a cave too? Ooh, look, there's stalactites. Leave it. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondest for. Why is the main character autistic? I'm sorry, I am saying this is someone who's on the spectrum. I don't think it was intentional, but there's a lot of similarities between at least me and the main character. A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. These islands are fun. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries. There are a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be either. Sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia if you've ever been there. Spagonia if you've ever been there. I have actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Bickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and make one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. Scrooge knows everyone's been everywhere, haven't they? Aww. Gun! I just got it! Oh, a single book? Oh, that's Professor Pickle right there! What's this bright red book? Oh yeah, this reeks of the evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird that this is even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet? You may not be wrong. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me, no time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's stabbing through all the titles excitedly. He's like a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves and is in alphabetical except for this one. A user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it's interesting. Let's mark a note of this. Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling cleaning up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, that's probably for the best. Now, I'm assuming... What else can I click on? Oh, book scanner around. So many books, and I wish I had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of those were knocked out by the train speeding up. Rouge put a lot of these out too, searching for something. Reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing, they're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Let's see. I thought I could use the Lie-Brary map to move around. So we got a globe. What all do I have? What all do I have? Right now I only have a Lie-Brary map and the express manual. Something's always in the trash. Hate to say it, but there's nothing here. I really thought there'd be something there. Ian, are you said there was nothing in the trash, man? No. No, I'm alright. I'm sure, there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find. You really think so? Yeah, just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay, the secret, I'm sure of it. If the final puzzle is in all the trash bins, I'm going to scream. Ian, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Let's just take a pause and sip for a sec. These chairs are very comfy, so plush. Puts me right in the mood to read. I just want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Ian, no, don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember? I had a ring every time a murder ruined my nap time. Well, that didn't do anything. I think usually says when you're ready to go. Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. Why is it unlocked? Shadow. Okay, Shadow's lock. Okay, I thought that was just to go on and Tails would tell me, hey, we gotta stay here, da-da-da-da-da. Mr. Vector? You actually tried to bring a knife on the train. I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just having a cat of St. Ed, not a butcher. I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you're the murderer. But what if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. Oh yes, please, I'm stopped! Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder mystery is more important. Then why did you just shut him anything? Come on, Ian, why did you tease him like that? Here I thought I could trust you. You've made a fool of me. Look, you made him a... Oh, I'm the fool. Yeah! I smooth things over, but at what cost? Oh, damn. So, you two don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust either of you. But it wouldn't be a detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Ian and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the Lie-Brary car. Vector will start with you. Why did you leave the Lie-Brary car to visit Knuckles? We prepared to present evidence if needed. Yeah. Oh, that's easy, I got bored. What? I wasn't entertaining enough, it seems. Yes. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine, so of course I figured I'd check it out. It seems to line up with the information we gathered from Knuckles. Then that brings our attention to you, SPO. You entered the Lie-Brary car, found something, then left. Now, you said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the Lie-Brary car? Of course he was! Once SPO starts reading, he doesn't stop until it's done. I've seen it happen. Must have been a good read. What was the book? SPO doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live! What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Ian, could you help me out? Alright, Ian. I do believe it was the Mirage Express manual, because it's the only book we have. A manual? You think Ezreal was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? Time to think. Haven't done this in a while. Oh, crap. Oh my god. Why is that glowing? Oh, that's why that's glowing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I barely got it. Okay, not barely. But whew! 80. Their books around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. Except for this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked up the manual and put it back in the incorrect place. Ugh. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, SPO. Hey now! I wouldn't... Hey, don't my pal like this! Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, SPO. A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual, Ian, if you don't mind. Yeah. Could you ask it about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Because SPO about the manual the previous read. just going over here. Okay, efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless. Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks, and are responsible for cleaning up the trash and messes afterwards. I remember the train can clean itself. Though I have a feeling the company just didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought into the train, ensuring passenger safety. Alright, time to hit him with another one. 89. What's the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this must have been over 65. I haven't been this throw my head back laughing since in a while, really. What was implemented that was worth the conductor's duties to ease the general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to ensure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. Now that I passed the load test, I think so. Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly. Though its brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You clear it! Wait, those answers were far too specific to be guesses. And you have had the nerve to question my butt like that. Well, don't we want to be supporting folks who read? You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious. Just, even if it's true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. It's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Victor was the only one to see me reading Alibi. After all, my alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth. Blech. Well, you're definitely male, so I suppose we can... Ezio, is that true? Victor was the only one seeing you reading. Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true. Ooh, and we have evidence to back it up. Ian? He's always putting me on the spot! Ian, think, what piece of evidence? Shadow's luck? I think that's right. I'm getting the mini game. Does that mean I'm correct? Ah! My hand was nowhere near the spacebar. Ow. Why do I act like I'm hurt in real life when I get hit in video games? It's not that big a deal, Ian. Calm down. Okay, good. Holy crap. Shadow walked through the library car to get the saloon car, where he's the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I beer wasn't the high score alone. Cranks are natural gamers. Ezio said that he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Ezio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk from the back through the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's turn. I didn't mean it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't know was Shadow. You're telling me that the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Yeah, well, you see. I can sense Espio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the sleep car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dearie, and one that I would love for Espio to solve. You gotta believe me. Your cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved in my book that I didn't notice it. Who passed the library car? Honest! When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death. So I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I didn't. Why does it seem this hard to me? Tails definitely feels like he's on this thing, but I don't see it. Now, Ezio can turn invisible. Well, that's a bit of working theory, but we haven't used the map yet. Was Espio simply reading, or did he somehow vanish and not know Shadow's return to the car? What should I do? Ian, my favorite 11 employees, please. Protect the passengers and avoid this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't let such an odd, feeble soul get sued. I have to speak up. Tails! We have piece of evidence that can answer all our problems. Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows that Shadow and Ezio couldn't have seen one another? This is the only way I haven't used, so I'm using the map. Ouch! Hang on, no! No, hang on! Nice! Yes, I intentionally jumped over a ring to end on that number. Hush. The library? Oh, I see! See the exits? They're right across from one another, a straight path. If Shadow walked down this straight path, there's a way Espio and I think it's this chair right now. I would like to put exactly you mean. Where could Espio not have found even for Shadow not to see him? Not quite. And when he's walking from the library, which one's the? Interesting, that's where I was sitting when I was reading my book. I can second that whenever. Look, our Ezio is in the same spot. That confirms that. Then you see, Shadow and Ezio couldn't see one another from this spot because the bookcase was in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you never mention Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you would have seen him. I apologize for losing my right there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. but I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions. We did it! Another pair of alibis validated! Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Oh, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. The chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done, but I have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially Sato. Oh, seems like the door to this car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector. See you, SPO. Give him heck! If you ain't gonna be chops today, it'll work. I'll keep my Troji sharp for you both. A murder on the loose while the doors keep getting locked. Tick-tock goes the clock while the heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm really feeling confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Ian, let's see what's next. Coming! Next time on the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. We do just that. See you then!